Hello everyone. This is the second part in how we can use CultureGrams to help us get information for our region project. Uh, to start off, we're going to log in and we're going to go to the States edition. Once we're here, we can go over and we're going to actually gather some specific data about our region and the states involved. And we're going to do this a couple different ways. We're going to start off by going up here to this link that says create your own data tables. And here's where we can find some specific data about our states. I'm going to demonstrate how we might use this for the region of the Southwest states. So over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to pick those 4 states. Now, some of you with other regions might have several other states to pick, so I suggest you have those states marked down and on a list so you can easily gather them together. What we want to do is click them one at a time. I'm going to start with Arizona, and now I'm going to hold down my control key and I'm going to pick the other states as well. I want to get New Mexico. I want to get Oklahoma. And I want to get Texas. Notice this is picking all 4 of those states. Now over on this bigger area, I have some other information I can pick. For instance, maybe I want to know information about the total area in square miles. I could pick that all by itself, or maybe I could look at more information, like information on the population. Overall, by square mile, how much it's grown, different races that are found, languages that are spoken, their ages, lots of different things I could pick. I'm just going to hold down control again and pick population, just as an example. I can also find information on the economy, the education, and just some other, what you might call fun facts. So I'm just going to pick the average household income and how many people graduate high school. And let's just say the most popular baby names for girls, I guess. And I'm going to create a comparison table. As I click this, a new window will pop up, and it gives me all 4 of my states and the specifics for each of those areas I picked. Notice we had a very popular name in 3 of my states. Not sure how relevant that is, but this is a good example to show you to look for similar information amongst the states in your region, because you might find some things are very identical, some things could still be very different. So this could be very interesting to incorporate into your presentation. You could download this as a CSV file, which would help you keep it for later, or you could just copy it down, whatever works best for you. We're going to leave that, and I'm going to come back to creating my own graph. When I create my own graph, I'm going to get a similar list of information. First, I need to pick my states. I'm going to use Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and Texas, once again. And I could pick the total area, the population. Remember to hold down control so you get all of your selections. And I'm just going to leave it this time as the average household income. And as I create my comparison graph, this time instead of just having a table of numbers, here I have graphs that CultureGrams has created for me. So it makes a very easy way for me to compare my information from state to state in my region. Now you can only pick 4 things at a time. So if you have lots of graphs you want to include, make sure you narrow that down and just don't do more than 4 at one time. Now, how can I include this in my presentation? I might really like my total area in square miles. This is a good visual representation for me to show that Texas is much larger than my other 3 states. I can right-click on this graph, I can copy the image, and if I go to my notes, I could paste that image, and giving that a second or two, it will bring that graph over to my notes. Later, I can take this notes graph and I can copy it and paste it into my presentation. So once I have it here in my notes, it's there for me to use again later. Remember, you need to be able to explain what your graph is showing and how it's relevant for your region. So that's important to remember as you're picking the pieces you want to show graphs for. Right, so have some fun with that. It's some really useful information, and having a nice visual representation helps your presentation. Thank you.